Hey there, welcome back to Melanie Loves Death Metal. Obviously, I'm Melanie. Happy Friday. A little bit of a different video today. I'm going to do the Metal Tag 2023 questions that the Rock Scout came up with. Link in the description for his channel. I've seen several other people do this already this year and then last year, I think the year before. I've never participated, but I took a look at the questions and I was like, you know what? I can answer all these. I'm going to do it this year. So there's 20 questions, a metal tag, or metal theme, I should say. So it has to be metal albums. Every question's a different type of theme question. You'll see. I'm sure you probably have seen all the other videos. I'm a little late to the party, but I figured I would record this. It's Friday. It's release Friday. It's Bandcamp Friday. Go out there, spend money. I'm actually going to go record shopping after I get done recording this. I'm going to go to a couple of stores, see if I can find a new release that came out today, because I purposely didn't buy it, and we'll talk about that at a later time in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. False Start album, an album you struggled with at first but grew to like. So this is question number 1. This one was easy. I've fucking hated this song when I first heard it. Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire, Bulls on Parade. When I was younger, this was heavily played on MTV, the music video, back when they used to do that, and on the alternative rock station, radio station in my area. I hated the song. It's like, what is this? This is rap metal. I don't like this at all. And then my brother, who is a lot older than I am, bought this CD. It was sitting in his CD holder in his room, and so one day I used to just sneak in there and listen to CDs or dub them to a tape and stuff like that. I finally was like, okay, if he bought this, it must be good, because I pretty much loved all the music that he loved. So I played it in my CD player. I took it into my room, played it, and I was like, okay, this is really good. Revolver eventually became my favorite song on this album and is one of my favorite Rage Against the Machine songs. And I just fell in love with this band after that, and then I got the self-titled and all the other stuff, and then now they're just one of my all-time favorite bands. But yeah, Bulls on Parade was not a song that I liked, and I didn't think I was going to like this band, but then I listened to it, I gave it a chance, and like I said, now they're one of my favorite bands. Number 2 was a cop-out. This was easy. I just did it because it was the first thing that I thought of, and I didn't feel like thinking anymore. Thinking is hard. An album with war theme or lyrics, and like I said, this was easy. If you know the song, which I feel like you definitely know the song, is Iron Maiden's Power Slave, Aces High. That is a war themed song. You should know the lyrics. This is a cop-out. I think pretty much anybody would just pull Iron Maiden, but yeah. Number 3, most influential metal musician to you of the last 10 years. This was easy. This is something I've talked about in a previous video a couple months ago. It's been that long already. And that is Trevor from the Black Dahlia Murder. You guys know. You know my connection with him. You know everything, how I feel about him, how much of an influence he was on me, how that's one of my all-time favorite bands, and just, his death is still not something that seems real to me. But yeah, Trevor, that was no brains. Trevor Strnad for me, just in terms of him and I talking on social media, him being the reason why I've bought so many CDs as I have. There's just a lot, and just what he's done for the scene, that was a no-brainer. Okay, number 4 is going to surprise people. Band on your 2C list. Ironically and crazy enough, one of my all-time favorite death metal bands. Absolutely love this band. Every single album they pump out is so good. I have never seen Immolation live. I don't know why. I just never have. And I feel like that's not true. They've been at a festival and stuff, and I'm like, no. I don't think I've ever seen them live. I would know if I've seen them live. I've seen Dying Fetus. That's one that's always on a festival whenever I go. I've seen Pantera and Black Dahlia Murder and Black Sabbath, and I'm just Rage Against the Machine, Tool. I've seen all of my all-time favorite bands, but in terms of death metal, I've seen Suffocation, I've seen Deicide, I've seen Cannibal Corpse 100 times. I have never seen Immolation. They are playing at Milwaukee Metal Fest, which is back now. I might try and go to that this summer. And I think that they're also doing a tour with Obituary, but they're not coming to Florida, which makes me really sad. So yeah, maybe I'll see them this year. Who knows? Unfortunately, I have to travel across the country to do so. Okay, number 5, an album that energizes you. This was simple. Halloween, pretty much all of Halloween, but Halloween, their newest album, incredible, gets me in a great mood. I bop around, I sing it, play it loud, and that is one of the bands I'm hunting for today. I'm going to a couple shops that have used, hello dog, that have used CDs, and I'm hoping to get some more Halloween into my collection. Number 6, Big Freeze, show an album cover, song, lyric that's Snow or Ice themed, and this one was also easy. I pulled Moonlight Sorcery, Piercing Through the Frozen Eternity. This is frosty, icy, fiery at the same time, black metal, very awesome black metal. This came out last year. They have a new one coming out this year pretty soon. I think it's already been released or it's coming. I haven't got my pre-order yet, but yeah, this was a no-brainer. I picked something that maybe not other people would have picked for this. I don't know if other people picked for this. I didn't watch all the videos, but yeah, very frosty, awesome black metal. This band is so good. So good. Okay. Number 7, a song title with royal ties. This was easy. And first thing that I thought of, this is one of my all-time favorite metal albums. As everybody knows, I probably have raved about this. So yes, there is a royal kind of, just the song title in general, Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath. And that is, if you know this, Welcome Princess of Hell. There we go. One of my favorite songs on this album, ironically. But yeah, this was the first thing that I thought of as soon as I saw this. I was like, yep, that's what I'm pulling. Yeah. Anyway, nobody's surprised by that. Number 8, a predominantly green album cover. Pulled something that I just got into the collection that I dedicated a whole video to. Cirith Ungol's Frost and Fire. Yeah, that's green. That's really fucking green with a little bit of blue and yellow. But amazing album. What the fuck? Album. And this is probably the most I've shown like heavy metal in one video on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I love that album. I love their second album. I'm gonna try and find that today too. I've got a list of things I'm gonna try and find today. Number 9, an album released in 2021 that you bought but you have not listened to this year. The new Altars, the new Reeking Aura, Altars Everlasting Spew, Reeking Aura, Profound Lore. I just bought these CDs right towards the end of the year, and then I have not listened to them yet. But they've been sitting here. I have a huge stack of CDs that I've gotten in that I haven't listened to. I tend to just sit on my CDs and don't listen to them right away. I get a vinyl and I play it immediately. CDs tend to just kind of sit. But yeah, those 2 albums were the first thing that I thought of. Number 10, best find of 2022, old or new. I decided one day I was going to start getting the Suffocation albums on vinyl because I have them all on CD. And I was scouring Meteor Gem, and I couldn't believe this was still for sale. This is one of my all-time favorite death metal records, my favorite album by them, and I snagged it right away. I was shocked that this was still available because Effigy of Forgotten also got repressed on Listenable. Was it Listenable? Yeah, it was Listenable. And that sold out instantly, and I couldn't find it anywhere. It was super expensive when I was finding it. This was just sitting in Meteor Gem's website. I'm pretty sure it's still there, too. So if you're looking for this, go to Meteor Gem and buy it. Yeah, this was my favorite record that I bought last year. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it was still available. I'm going to try and get some more Suffocation on vinyl today, too. I have like 3 major things I'm looking for today. Number 11, new band or album discovery of 2022. This was also easy. I'd never heard of this band before. MSUO. God, my dog is just out there making a lot of noise. I don't know if you can hear that. MSUO released this. I saw it, listened to it, instantly bought it. I had never heard of Vacuous before. I know that they had another release out that people really enjoyed, but I just never listened to it. I love this album. One of my favorite albums of the year that come out. My dog is just, sounds like she is destroying something out there. This is what happens when I try to record a video and there's just distractions. Anyway, amazing record, amazing band. This was just such a good find. I'm glad that I know them now. Really, really happy that I have this. One of the best albums to come out last year. Okay, number 12. An album that sold to you by a song. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now. The first time I ever heard War Ensemble by Slayer. Didn't hear anything else previously on this album. Nothing. Immediately bought the album. Hadn't heard anything else. That song sold me. One of my favorite Slayer songs. Yeah, that was a no-brainer. That's also my favorite Slayer album. So, yeah, I love that album. War Ensemble, immediately bought the album after I heard that. It was a CD back then, and then I recently got the vinyl. Not recently. I got the vinyl, like, a long time ago. It's one of the first vinyls I ever bought. Anyway, I'm blabbing. Number 13, most anticipated album of 2023. Ulthar. Yep, Ulthar. I'm really excited for their two albums that are coming out this month, and then another one that people are probably like, what? But they're one of my favorite bands, Periphery. Those are the two that I can think of right now. Simon from Explosive Actions called out Dequisitor, which I do love that band. I loved their previous album, so I'm excited about that. And those are the only three that I can think of right now. I know there's other stuff, but I'm blanking at the moment. Number 14, 23rd album of your shelf. Ironically, it ended up being another Black Dahlia Murder record, Ritual. Yes, this is a first press. This is one of my like grails. I will never get rid of this. I think that's a sticker. I don't know what that is. Probably a sticker. But yeah. Anyway, 23rd. Okay. Number 15, the last album that has gone into your collection. Well, this was just kind of hard because I've gotten about 10 vinyl in this week alone. So I pulled two from the batch that I got. You're going to see a theme here. I got the new Suffocation Human Waste repress from Relapse, and then I finally got the new Obituary in. Yeah. But again, I have a ton of new vinyl that I've gotten in this week. About to show another one in a minute that goes in with another question. But yeah, yes, I did get the Niles. I did get the Suffocation reissues. I got the Necrophagist, however you say that. Repress. I have a ton of vinyl just sitting right there. I got the new Ahab. I got the new Sereth Ungol. Like this week was insane. All of these albums came in at the same time. Number 16. A random pull from your collection. I do use Discogs, which is funny because not all of my vinyl or collection is on Discogs. I've completely stopped doing that. But they chose Windir 1184. Great album. Not my favorite out of the four, but I still do love this album. Amazing black metal band. Yeah. Good stuff. That was a good random pick. Okay. Number 17, a band or artist you discovered through social media. This is, again, another new album I just got this week. But Drew Jurgens, if you know who that is, he hit me up and said, hey, Melanie, I just released this album, Translation Loss. Really, really proud of it. You should check it out. So I went and I listened to it a couple days later. Absolutely loved it and bought it. I was not too familiar with the band. I knew, I've seen the name around. I know that they did a split, and I had the split on tape. I didn't quite realize it was the same band. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah. This is definitely one of those bands that I knew about through social media a couple years ago with the split that they came out with, Deconsecration, and then Drew reminded me of them again. This is a really, really good album. It just came out in January. Check this out. I think this is their first album, their debut. I could be wrong. I need to investigate a little bit more, but yeah, this will be in a new collection update soon, but really, really good album. Okay, number 18, where do I see my collection progression in the next 5 years? It'll still grow. That's either that or I'm going to sell it all and buy a house. So in the next 5 years, either I'll still have it or I won't. And if I still have it, it'll be huge. And if I don't, it'll be because I finally got my ass and just bought a house. Okay, number 19. A new release you didn't buy this year based on the price alone. Anything Century Media. The new single Shugabog came out today, or is it today or is it next week? I can't remember. I purposely didn't buy that because I wasn't a fan of the price. Their prices are stupid and they charge too much for shipping, and So I'm going to try and go and find that today. I'm pretty sure several of the stores I'm going to will at least have the CD. So yeah. And then finally, the last question, number 20. A song that doesn't belong, a song that lets an album down. I wouldn't say this lets the album down, but when I first heard the album, I thought it didn't belong. I still kind of feel that way. I don't hate the song, but I immediately thought this as soon as I saw this question, and that is Pantera's The Great Southern Trendkill, Floods. When I first heard this album, Floods came on, and I was like, this is a weird song. I don't think it fits on this record. It's just weird. I still think it's a weird song. It's not a terrible song, but it's just very strange. Pantera did something a little bit different with that song. I don't know. Just when I first heard this album and that popped up, I was like, what is this? It didn't kill the album for me. I know it says a song that lets an album down. I would say it was my least favorite song on the album for a very long time. And this is my least listened to Pantera album as well. And that may be part of it. I don't know. I don't listen to this album a whole lot. I listen to the others. Cowboys from Hell, Vulgar Display of Power. Yeah, those ones I listen to more. But this one is just not the one that I listen to as much. I don't know why. There's really no reason around it. I tend to pull the other ones more. But yeah, Floods just really was weird to me when I first heard it. It doesn't kill the album, but it was immediately what I thought of when I saw this question. So let me know your thoughts on that if you're a Pantera fan. I know this is a very divisive band right now. So let's not talk about that. But, or just in general, Pantera pisses people off. But anyway, yeah. Let me know. If you're a Pantera fan, what did you think about Floods when you first heard it? That is it. That's the Metal Tag 2023. That's all that I have for you today. Happy Friday. Go out there, spend some money on Bandcamp or buy some new releases. Comment below if you've got anything today. Let me know if I should think about getting something else today. And I will see you guys in the next one.